Howdy, folks. It's James, and I'm about a month back from my spring trip up north where I do my thing. Mostly rest, relax, and recuperate from the madness of the world. And of course, I'm dropping recorders to learn as much as I can about the very nature of these beings known as Tsabe, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeren, Almas, and a number of other names. As you know, if you know anything about the subject, these beings have a name throughout the world, throughout many different cultures. As a matter of fact, I would argue that the Old Testament and many of the apocryphal texts refer to these beings. So enjoy this little installment of new vocals, and I captured a subject on game cam, trail cam, and we'll have a look at that. But first, here are these coyotes who sang one night, and I was lucky enough to get them on audio. Listen to this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful serenade by our four-legged friends. Pretty amazing. Glad I was there for that. I remember hearing that. So this is the trail cam capture that I had mentioned, and it would not have been captured if it weren't for this raccoon who triggered the camera. But I want you to look. Watch my cursor here. Right over here, there's actually what turns out to be eye shine. This would be its right eye, and the one on the right would be, of course, its left eye. And I'll zoom in and scrub back and forth so you can see that this subject is not immediately beyond the crest of this my campsite. It goes down into a swampy, boggy area from this ridge. So this subject is somewhere beyond this tree. There's another tree, shadow in the back. It's probably before that one, so somewhere between this and that. And I don't know the distance there, but watch at the 9-second mark that these pair of eyes seem to go away. They do go away, and it's as if it's in response to a vocal that was captured on the monophonic audio recorder here on this Guard Pro trail cam. So let's go ahead and play this. That's me snoring, by the way. Alerted that raccoon. Okay. If you missed it, there it is for you again. Look down here. You're hearing Nikakita. Nikakita. And those eyes disappear. So, very interesting. And here's that scrubbed version with magnification. And look here under, this is a leaf in the foreground, I presume. See that? That space is dark. Its left eye fills that space as it retreats there. So I'd say that's wide set, given that the subject is beyond this tree and probably in front of this one. And low to the ground, I imagine, if he's doing some belly crawling. So here's a review. I'm hearing Nikita, and a. Do you hear the slight whistle? Anyway, we'll explore that in a little bit here. This is the audio, and let me just play this slide because I think I narrated this prior. I'm sure I did. Here are those 30 seconds of trail cam footage, and let's have a listen. The Nikita expression here happens here at the 9-second mark. So I've identified other things here that are suspect to me. Actually, I've actually verified the vocals in a different rendering of this audio. So this is what it looked like when I was just playing with it, clearing things up, exploring the depth of, how many characters there, how many are there in the chorus, because there are multiple vocal signatures in here, and we'll just go over 6 of them specifically. So let's have a listen to how the Nikita original raw audio sounds. Make sure my volume's up, and here we go. That is me snoring. There's that first obvious audio, other than the snore. And listen carefully. Hear a slight whistling back there? Anyway. Other interesting stuff. Difficult to hear anything else that is actually brought out through the processing. So let's go over to that file. Here we go. This is over-modulated. I know that anybody can criticize this, but it does help amplify and clarify distinct voices within, and I'll go through a process of minute changes. Sometimes I'll get lazy and just do some defaults and just to quickly explore some of this audio, but I played around with this one, added some depth through a chorus, like effects, modulation, chorus. You can, do that kind of stuff with the software. So, and being the artist that I am, I just kind of, explore it and massage it and bring out what I can for you and for me, of course. Let's play this. That is cool. Listen. Hauchi. Hauchi. Amazing. And you couldn't hear it in the unfiltered rendering. Measure it, and another voice. Cool. If you're having trouble hearing these, folks, put on your earbuds and turn that volume up. All right, so this audio establishes and confirms the fact that there were multiple subjects out beyond the lights of the IR emitted from the trail cam, except for one individual whose eyes are just above into the plane of the light, and clearly we've reviewed that already. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Let's let it play through one more time because the audios are just amazing. Granted, some of this All right. So the scenario here, folks, is
It's difficult to hear.
I would not have this audio nor the video if it weren't for that raccoon triggering the Guard Pro trail cam. And it was very fortunate that it did, because in the background, clearly you saw the eye shine, and it moves in response to that, what I initially thought was a Nikikita sound. And clearly this audio establishes the fact that there were multiple subjects outside my camp. Once again, which is a little unnerving at times. All right, thanks.
All right, done. And of course, that video and audio was gotten from the same campsite as this footage. It was October 30th, 2016, and you will see the subject in the background here. Let's see here. Right. There he is in the background between the trees. See that? I'll pause. There's that subject in the background. And at the 4+ second part of this clip, you will hear a cooing. So another audio artifact, vocal artifact captured with the subject in the background. There was the cooing. And here's a scrub analysis of that subject in the background. Don't know if that was the same one that I was staring down beforehand, but there it is. Clear as mud for some of you, but there's enough movement and light here to reveal the shape of the body, the auricular recess, the ocular recess, its left arm casting a shadow onto its buttocks as it pivots from the right to the left. So, I think it's excellent footage, despite the low quality, because it does reveal so much beyond, eye shine, which I'm grateful to have captured as well. So anyway, and all of that from this tent. Love it. New hot tent. It's the only way to go. Bringing my cot into the fold here, giving into my 60-year-old body's demands for greater comforts. Almost 60. And my methods are easy. If you're wondering how I do it, this is all I do. I just find structural artifacts in the woods, and I repeatedly, at least twice a year, drop recorders there and see what I get. And this is me.
It is Saturday the 10th.
Yeah. After having packed up, I'm heading home now and collecting recorders on my way out.
Oh, interesting. Looks like there's some sticks there that have been moved. I don't recall them being there last time.
And I'm about to share with you some recordings.
I may be dumb. I probably am in this case.
From here.
This looks relatively undisturbed. And still there.
2 nights earlier, the 8th.
Look at that. Okay, we've got... Last night was 2 hours, 11 minutes, 2 seconds. And night before, 3 hours, 6 minutes. All right, that's very promising.
And I got some great stuff.
Good stuff. Got a lot to listen to. Say goodbye to the screen here. This beautiful stream. Let's check some prints.
I estimate by my paces that it's about 25 yards from the structure. And look, I'm walking up on a structure I didn't even notice it. Actively notice anyway. Bottom left of the screen.
Nothing on the other side either.
And I stop here. I did not find any prints. If you want to see prints from this location, look up the video Streamside Prints. I think it was just from 2 or 3 years ago. You'll see some. And what is this? Oh yeah, from this location, I picked up this audio. So have a look at it. Fall in love with my logo, please, and buy some merchandise if you're so moved. I sure could use the support as I am self-funded. So let's listen to this audio. It's rather impressive. And if you couldn't hear that, put on those earbuds, turn up that volume, and enhance your fidelity experience, because it really does help. And also to be in a silent space. So this is the same stream we just visited, and this is what it sounds like during the day, all nice and pretty. It's beautiful. I mean, it's as Edenic as it gets in the woods. I mean, just look at that. Such a beautiful woods. But at nighttime, if you will, I'll turn down the light here. Here is 57 seconds of stream-side audio. Again, turn that volume up. There you go. Pretty amazing. Truly amazing. Let's turn the lights up, and we're going to hear a slightly more filtered version, an amplified version of the latter half of that audio that we just heard. Take it in. It's crazy. So you've got that melodic, it sounds like stomping, but I'm telling you, I've been over this audio a gazillion times, and they are vocals. Some of these have enunciation if you listen very closely. So feel free to rewind and listen to that again, because I've not recorded anything like this audio. However, I have recorded these beings in close proximity and engaged in vocal, dialogue, vocal discourse. And here's an example of that. This was captured, it's less than a minute again. I think it's about 52 seconds, and it was captured in 22. It was October 22nd, 2022. And about probably 8-9 miles from the audio that was captured that you just listened to, actually. So this is a favorite of mine. These are the Michigan Valley Voices, and it proves without a doubt that these are a people. They have a social structure. They can engage in civil discourse, civil respectful discourse. It starts out with a knock, and you'll hear a call and another call and a response to that, as if it's a siren song. It's just absolutely beautiful, and further evidence of my thinking with regard to the nature of these beings that we've been told about them a long time ago. So you be the judge. Here you go. There's that knock. A little snip, and a call. Another call, and the siren song. Amazing. repeating this, clearly. Amazing beings. Hear that again. Heck ma. Heck chicka wigga ma. One more time. Amazing. They're not just some reclusive ape, folks. Amazing. Just beautiful. So, in essence, there are an ancient people living in Michigan's watersheds and woodlands. They commune and they speak with an ancient tongue. Those vocals specifically were captured at the very same spot as the Michigan Valley Voices. And this is, I don't know, about 5-6 miles from the source of those vocals. In another communal space, these eaglet sounds were captured at this very spot. And structures clearly are significant in their culture. I don't know to what extent. I don't know to what it means, but like the trees, this seems to reach up toward the heavens. Forgive my poor grammar there. But that is the first teepee that I had ever found. And like I said earlier, please visit MichiganAboriginal.com. Shout it from the mountaintops. Share it. Because big truth is certainly out there. And as always, peace be with you all. Thank you for your time. And please consider, sharing the gospel here, the truth of the matter. Because big truth is out there, and it all gets back to perhaps our origins. I'm increasingly of the thought that this is part of the puzzle. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I truly do. Sorry for my old, all the scars and the warts. I'm not perfect. I'm not the greatest presenter when I'm, talking to my screen. So it's very odd to me, and I hope you forgive me, but it is what it is. And please let me know what you think of these revelations, your thoughts on the very existence of these beings. And I'll look forward to hearing from you, and I will answer to the best of my ability any comments in the comment section. So anyway, be good, people. Be good to one another. Be good to yourself. And realize there is a higher order that perhaps we should pay attention to. And these beings, they're just a part of it, every bit a part of it as we are. So take it easy. Ponder on that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.